Hello there. So yeah, well today was interesting. Today was interesting. It was a study day. I study. I study a lot. Building this shit to the ground, like from the scratch. I said no. Let's build this shit. Let's do a proper script. And like I'm actually very impressed. That and I was able to spend like so many hours like doing just one task. I mean, this is a skill, right? Like the focus, like your ability to say no to all the other stuff and say only yes to the things that matters. In this case, was to build a fucking script and like studying the resources and like all the thing that is for free of this guy Benjamin from UK. Like, there's a lot of really valuable stuff for free. You just gotta go and find it. Just search for it. And I mean, I think like back then, like I'm very fortunate because if this was like 15 years ago, like I wouldn't be able to do that. Like I wouldn't be able to pass the gatekeeper. By the way, like I would still be struggling. Like now we have all these informations are for free, all for free. But most of us we don't use that because it's a lot of information. But anyway, so I sit down and then I talk with a member of the team. Like he said, man, like I'm not able to, I'm not, ah, shit, I'm not getting through the gatekeeper. And then like I sent to him the report, and like yeah, because I just did that once, so it's still there's a lot of things that I need to improve. And like just one time, that doesn't mean much. Like that doesn't mean nothing. I mean, I could be lucky. So I gotta do this like a really consistent, like a lot of volume, like a certain amount of volume, and like improve like the little details. And like I'm just seeing that the psychology of sales like it's so interesting. It's so complex and like now, because I mean, this coach that I'm seeing the content about it, this Benjamin, like he really got a lot of experience in sales, like especially cold calling, a lot of experience. He knows this stuff, and then like you see the guy like talking about the industry, like it's fun because yeah, I mean, make total sense. Like most of the people that are in sales, they didn't want to be in sales. They never back in high school is like in the I don't know the elementary school. It's not like oh I want to be a salesperson. No, like no one thinks about that shit. They just fall off into sales. It was the same thing with me. I was just I don't know. I got this like interesting. I was thinking about making money online. Like somehow. I don't know how. I just make money. Even like when I was like growing those Instagram accounts I was selling, but I didn't know. But and then I got this no old friend, which is not a friend anymore. It's just an acquaintance, someone that I know or that I used to know. I love that song. Anyway, um, and then he came with this idea of creating a company like was a lead generation company, but I didn't know. Like I didn't know that what he was saying was a lead generation company. I didn't understand. Like he if you know man, like we're gonna get because like he didn't explain like a normal person. He's kind of retarded. Like he used a lot of jargons and a lot of sophisticated words, and I didn't understand shit. And I was like, okay, I just ignore. And then yeah, because back then I was trying TikTok Shop, which by the way would could have worked out if I had just like stick with it. Like anything can work out if you just like stick with it for a certain period of time. But I mean, I just give up. Like I spent a lot of money. I mean, well, like for me, it was a lot of money. But like I didn't see the results right away. It didn't work out. And then I said, okay, oh, tell me more about this shit. Now that now I'm interested. That's the only thing that I have. So, and then like he again, he explained to me. I didn't understand shit, so I go, I went like, okay, let me see like what is this, and then like I understand. Oh, okay, so we're gonna help other companies to get clients. Like that's basically it. Why make so complicated something that is like so basic? Whatever. And then we're talking like, I mean, it's just like the guy is just I can't even explain this guy. Whatever. And then but like we kind of made an agreement. So he was like responsible for the technical stuff, and I would be responsible to doing the which I didn't know, like the prospecting, the cold calling. So I was like in charge of sales, and then he had this like he had a lot of courses, talking this kind of shit, like things that are you gotta pay for it. He got for free, and like he got me this course of Jordan Belfort, and I was like, okay, let's see. I mean, interesting. And then like I went through like it's outdated. Like now I know, but for me when I saw that for the first time, I was like shit. And then because I was thinking like, oh, I will use that, but I will also do the technical stuff like. And then, but after a while, I started studying the course, and I was like, shit, man, this is really interesting. And then that was the first time that I heard the word closer. If like if you're a closer, and then let's say there's this product which is 5K, you get 10%, which is 500, and I was like, shit, 500 in one sale. Like that was the what is the name of it? Unrealistic optimism, right? That was like, oh shit, damn, I mean, so easy, right? And then started the journey because I got interested. I'm like, okay, and then like I was thinking, oh, I will do this, and like this partner, let's say, he just he backed down like fucking pussy, and I said, okay, fuck that, like I'll focus on sales. I mean, that's the only thing that I have left, so okay. And then it started the journey. That was in May. Like I'm impressed. Like that was in May, and like yeah, that was in May, and like a lot of things, like especially in the beginning, because like now that I think to myself, if it was supposed for me, like if if it was like for me to give up and like just stop doing, like definitely was in the beginning because of the English, especially because of the English, since it's not my first language. Because when I was in the calls, I wasn't even thinking about sales. I was just, oh shit, how can I communicate? Yeah, a lot of embarrassment, but I still I survived. I'm here, right? I got this. It was good, like because I had this group of, let's say, yeah, colleagues, friends, my age, and like one of them said, like, oh, I mentioned him in one of my videos. He, I mean, he didn't saw results, and then he started like, the same shit with that other friend of mine. Fucking pussy. That's it, pussy. Fucking bitch. And then he just, oh man, this doesn't work. Like cold calling doesn't work. Oh, what is it? Cold calling doesn't work. Blah, blah, yada yada. And then, nah, whatever. But like, there's this other friend of mine who I believe is still like doing the shit, like the not only the cold calling, but looking for sales offers. And it's it has been like a really interesting journey, and like it was little by little like discovering like the valley of despair, right? Uh, and yeah, man, because now I can see the matrix, because like in the beginning, like, oh, everything is new, like, oh, there's all these guys, oh, they're making like this amount of money, oh, there's so much coaches, and then you start getting like more into details, and like especially me, because I I I love to have this meta vision of everything, like not only like how to make the sales, but like how to work the structure, like everything around it. And then you'll see like the most of the people, they they're not sales rep. They don't know how to do outbound. They don't know how to follow up. They don't ask for referrals. They just want inbound leads, and they say that they are closers, but they're incomplete sales reps. Like, and yeah, most of the people, they're average and mediocre. That's the truth. And now I'm a shitty. Say I don't know nothing about sales, but I know. I know. I say I don't know shit about sales. I'm learning. But like, there's all these guys that think they're good, but they're like terrible, terrible. Like because in the beginning you gotta do a lot of more calls. Like, of course, you still gotta do a lot of more calls, but right now I'm focusing on actually doing the real calls. So fuck my calls. That's not gonna make me money, not like directly. So I'm focusing on doing the actual calls, and then you see these guys, like they spend like 5K, like that never add up. Like, why the fuck are you gonna spend like so much money to get in a mentorship? Why? Like, just why? Like, a lot of this shit, like all of this shit is for free. You're just fucking lazy. You're a fucking lazy bitch. And you don't want to do the hard work. Like, I'll never understand that shit. I'll never understand that shit. And then there's those guys, like, they're my age, or probably, like, I don't know, more older than me, like, 25, like, 27, like, they're just young people, they coaches. What the fuck is that, man? Coaches. 25 years old, you're a coach. Oh, shit. It's ridiculous, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, because I don't know why, like, they see like as if sales was something like unique. Like, let's put this in perspective. Let's say you want to learn how to be a lawyer. And then there's this guy, 25 years old. No, I'm a coach. 25 years old. Like, are you really gonna believe this guy? Or like another guy which is like 50 years old, a lot of years, like more than a decade of experience. Of course you're gonna go to the other guy. Because it's a profession, and sales is a profession. But I don't know why they see differently. I don't know why. People are stupid. Most of the people, they're stupid. Eh, that's it. Most of the people, they're stupid. It's stupid as fuck. And they fell for it. I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. And I started thinking about that shit. Because I of course it's marketing, they build it. Oh no, it's easy. Because it gotta be compelling. That's the thing of Alex Ramosi, like how to create value. So the desired outcome, there is the likelihood of achievement. That is the two parts of the equation, the positive parts. And then there is the time frame, how much time this is gonna take. And then there is the what's the name, like the sacrifices, the hard shit that you have to do. So like you always want to maximize the things off the top, so the likelihood of achievement, desired outcome. And then like you always want to minimize the other part, which is like the time frame and like the sacrifice you gotta make in order to achieve the outcome, right? And then that's why they do this. So, oh no, this is easy. You're gonna learn how to close and then inbound leads, $500 per deal closed is easy. You just need internet. Like always the same shit, and they fall for it. And like I can't blame them because they don't know any better. They don't know any better. And then like they spend like 5K. This doesn't make sense, man. Like 5K, you want a PDF? That's ridiculous. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Like it's not like coaching is pathetic, but like because it's important. Like like for example, I'm learning a lot from guys that have way more experience than me. But the guys that I'm like consuming the content, they have experience. They know their shit. So of like it's worth it. Of course, man. Like let's say if I pay like 5K to a guy who really knows this stuff, and like he has been doing this for like 10 years, of like it's the best ROI that I can get because I will save money, I will save time, I will save energy. So of course it's worth it. Like you invest in coaching, but like good coaching, like someone who really knows this stuff. Not like anyone, not like a 25 years old, like, oh, sales rep, high performance. Like, not that shit, man. Like, and then I think in the future, because like if we go like 10 years in the future, uh, like, picture this, like, bunch of like AI, like, high edge AI, like, the setters, they'll be fucked. Fuck the setters. And then like there's this bunch of like sales reps who doesn't know how to do outbound, and they only know like how to close inbound leads, and when they fail because of their actions, they say that they're bad leads. So yeah, we're fucked. Well, and that's when people like me come in, people that are willing to do the thing that no one wants to do, which is cold calling, cold outreach. And like, that's basically like you know how to handle rejection. Because they have a fucking ego. I have an ego as well. You know what, say? My ego is getting more violent, let's say. Because when you do this shit, like, you gotta create a thick skin. Because you gotta find a way to cope that, like, the rejection. Like, or you bend, or you break, right? So you gotta... I mean, there's no other way, right? But even though, like, we all have ego, but I'm always trying to control that. Because, like I said, most of the times, it's not useful. But, in certain circumstances, occasions, it's useful. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun. It's really interesting. And I mean, it's been what, 5? It's gonna complete like 5 months that I entered into all of this, and like in this like short period of 5 months, I've already seen a lot of guys that started with me just disappear. They're not serious about that, and like that's normal. I mean, of course, like in 1 week, in 1 year, probably like 90% of them they're just gone. And I mean, because I know, like for example, yesterday, right, wasn't a productive day, but I know this is a part of the process, and I was thinking like, man, I don't want to have to start over again. No, too much work. I'm lazy. And lazy people, they always find a way to finish their task more quicker. I'm lazy. I don't have to go through all that journey again of the unrealistic optimism, like unreal, and then like realistic optimism, unrealistic pessimism. I don't want to go through that all that again. No, 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 too much work. I know this shit works, which is sales, remote sales. I know this shit works. I know it's hard. It's hard. I know there's a lot of dicks. There's a lot of gurus like any other industry. But I know you can make a lot of money with that shit. And I'm improving my communication. And I'm learning a lot of other skills. And I'm getting to know a lot of other people. A lot of cool people. And like everything in life, there's positives and negatives. Pros and cons, right? And yeah, I'm willing to go through all of that shit. And like it's so easy, right? It's so easy to be great these days. Especially in sales. Like it's so easy, man. Like you just you just gotta work for 8 hours, you just gotta do follow-ups, ask for referrals. Like that's the easiest job in the world, right? Because most of the people they don't do that. They don't do that. Especially cold calling, they don't do that. They don't do that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. No, I don't know if any other profession is like this. You know? The guy, I don't know, man. Because it was supposed to be like good practices, right? Like the standard, you know. Ah, shit. Imagine, like, if a lawyer, oh no, oh, I won't like follow up in this case. I mean, you know, that doesn't work, right? Oh shit. Oh fuck. It's crazy. Sales, it's fun. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. But I also like I don't plan like to at least not right now, but like my whole life in sales. I don't know. Who knows, right? Because even though uh, I try to deny that, I like to teach people things. I like that. Especially like teach things that no one taught me, or like taught me like thoroughly. Because it's like I'm helping my younger version. You know, that's a good feeling. Like it's really good. Like when you see someone who's just starting out, and then like you see that this person is going like through the same path, and then like you remember of yourself, like oh no, like that was horrible. Like if I knew that back then, like I feel compassion. I feel like no, like you don't have to go through this unnecessary suffering. Like suffering is guaranteeing life, right? But I mean, if you can avoid it, avoid it. I mean, if this suffering is not gonna make like nothing positive for you, like why bother, right? Why go through this unnecessary suffering? So I like that. I like helping people to not go through unnecessary suffering, especially suffering that I've been through. And with sales, I can do that because sales is about communication. At the end of the day, it's communication. It's moving someone logically and emotionally to make a decision. And most of the people they like we most of the shit we do know what we have to do, right? We do know that. But sometimes we can do that by ourselves. So we need someone there like to help us. And yeah, I mentioned that like my motive, right? Of course, I mean I can come here and say, oh, it's only about helping others. Of course not. I want to make money. I really want to make money. But I also want to get good at it because it's communication. And I like to talk. That's why I'm doing this shit. That's why I make these videos so long because I like to talk and I don't have anyone to talk. So yeah, I mean, I'll get crazy. I'm getting crazy, right? I mean, yeah. Like right now, it's way better than you know, let's say other times because for like at this moment that I'm recording this, there is no one watching. But I know like it's a hope and like it's a certain like it as long as I don't give up, it's a certainty that in the future someone will watch this. Probably not all of it, but some part of it, and then they will see that I'm just a human, and then it's possible, you know. Like it doesn't matter, like whatever, like no one cares. I mean, no one cares. Like heartbreak, where you were born, like your traumas. No one cares. We only care about the people who win. They don't wanna win. And even though not all days is perfect, I fail a lot. Like I procrastinate. I sometimes I don't do what I must do. I don't do what I must do. Sometimes I'm a dickhead with people. Sometimes I communicate poorly. I'm still moving forward. And that's what matters. Moving forward. Because you get attached to people. Most of the time it's not a good move, you know? It's not a smart move to do that. But when you attach yourself to your motives, you know, something more untangible, more like your values, like then you're not gonna be betrayed because it's you. Like it's the thing that you believe. And of course, like when you have someone else, it's way better, you know? It's way more interesting like to win with someone else than like to win by yourself. But it's still a win is a win. But if you have someone to share the win, it's better. I can't deny that. And you have two choices. I mean, you can go the average way, and like you probably will be happy. But as long as you don't wish the other life, because I saw that like friends of mine, they wish the other like the achievements of the other life, like the unusual life, the not even like sales, but this life they post on Instagram and all that shit. But like, of course, they won't post like the hard shit that they have to go through because that doesn't generate like it's not a good marketing because not a lot of people, like for example, getting shape. One example, no one wants to, be hungry or have to go to the gym. Like no one wants to do that, but everyone wants to get in shape. But they don't talk about that because I mean, no one cares. No one wants to do that, and you got these two options. Like if because if we go back in time, like it doesn't have to go that far, like 100, 200 years ago. Like you go like in the fields, like what? Yeah, in the fields, right? Yeah, like the villages, and then there's a guy who is a blacksmith. Right, like, why are you a blacksmith? Ah, because my father was a blacksmith, and then my grandfather was a blacksmith, and they're happy. I mean, of course, they're starving. They're starving. I mean, there are a lot of wars. But overall, like, he's not thinking about, oh no, because I gotta have a Lamborghini. Those kind of shit. Because now we have those expectations that the media creates. Back then, we didn't have that. But it's not because there there is this influence of the external environment that you have to be miserable because it's in your control. So if you choose like I won't care about that, like I want to have a wife. I want to have a, I don't know, family. I want to have like one friend that I can trust, and that's it. I'll be happy. Like my case, I want to win. I want to win, and I know that if I go to the average path, I won't be happy, but I will have stability. So like it's a choice. I mean, I'm choosing this, and like I know that like because even though I mean like the let's say the average like the standard like have a family, you know, like I want that like one day eventually, and but if I like think about this now, it's because it's not the right time, you know, it's not the right time. Like right now, I must focus on winning, and then like along the journey, along the journey, I will find like the right person, like the right group of friends. Because yeah, like even though I just started this journey, like I already encounter a lot of good people, a lot of decent people, intelligent people, like, and it's just the beginning, you know. Yeah, it's just the beginning of the journey. Sometimes, yeah, it's important to have this more long-term vision of things, and I'm learning a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm learning a lot, and yeah, man. Even though I complain, I procrastinate, I get pissed with people, pissed off with people. It's still like it's way more worth it than like the other path, which is the regular path. Yeah, it's it's worth it. The fact that it's hard for me makes even more worthy, you know, because I know that no one is willing to go through all of that shit. No one is willing to do the cold calling, getting the rejection. Someone is willing to know. No one is willing to do that, and that's what makes it, that makes it more worthy and more cool when you once you conquer that. Once you win, because you know how hard it was uh, to win, and then it's more valuable. So yeah, that's it. Just win, right? But yeah, that's it. Take care.